Everyone needs compassion, a love that's never failing. Let mercy fall on me. Everyone needs forgiveness, the kindness of the Savior, the hope of nations. Savior.
This is Chariot TV.
Hello, good evening. Yamamuina Aju Enyanom Ene Adofo. Medindi Henry Eko Yosin. I am the passer in Bray. Shady Shisha Hono Yashada Asia in Bray say, Ebesion Yankupon Assem, and ye program Apologetic Hour so. In Bray, yawo ye preacher, ya downfall, ye in Sempakini, Shadrach upon our yen. Oni ebetwetwe nkɔmmɔ kakra ɛfa yɛdwumadi a yɛato so din apologetic hour na ɛnde nwumbre topic a yɛpɛ sɛ yɛhwɛ na yɛdi ho nkɔmmɔ yie ɛyɛ world religion ɔsom ahodoɔ a ɛtwa mu ɛwɔ ewiase mu ha ɛna nwumbre yɛpɛ sɛ yɛbɛdi ho nkɔmmɔ ɛnde mɛtena mu ama yɛn nua Benjamin na megyedi sɛ wɔbɛka yɛn ho akɔsi aseɛ na yɛdi saa dwumadi akɔsi aseɛ megyedi sɛ yɛbɛwie no na nti ahyɛ ne nsɛmbisa bebree a mpo wowɔ ɛfa ɔsom ahodoɔ a ɛwɔ yɛ wiase mu ndɛ no ho asɛmbisa bi a wowɔ biara yɛayɛ krado sɛ yɛbɛpɛnsɛmpɛnsɛm na yɛama nokorɛ no adaadi ama yɛn nyinaa yɛgyidie asan ɛnyini ɛwɔ Kristo mu. Menkyɛ ho no mɛhyɛ daa ato me nsa afrɛ yɛ preacher yɛadamfo Shadrach Opɔn ɔyɛ nipa bi a Kristo asafo no mu no wɔdi dwuma bebree wofrɛ no bebia tokuro bi a wobɛfrɛ no bi a megyedi sɛ wobɛba ɛde onyankopɔn asɛm sɛdeɛ ɛteɛ abrɛ nnuanom. Many gye ne passion towards preaching ɛne sɛdeɛ ɔwɔ ahomka sonko ɛma ne dwumadi a ɔdi ɛma Awurade Yesu Kristo ɛne n'asafo. Menkyɛ wo no onua Shadrach ɛma wadwo enyimire.
Yeja bra bacho na what to say.
Yeja pa nyame adom me ho yɛ na wo so ɛ.
Radiado Misha.
Embrace we keep fresh pa.
Yeah, the radiasi. Good. Na Kumasi to say.
Oh, Nyamiadum, Kumasi Boko, and Yanum Edium Winchia, Mammo, Bibia Movia.
Yes, Chiamina. Yes, sir.
Okay. And then apologetic hour Jumedi. So, Inaji Pa say, we say, when you embrace Obeboyan Efa. The topic I had to draw world religion. So, if you are smuha, depending on baby, I would say, any mpotema one, which means say, Suma would do be brain nature young Asia. And answer na yebeko young common no so no say, what you knew in our Facebook, your Twitter, your YouTube, any of our social media handles now. Me too for say obe share link way ama enuanom ene adofo na omodi dwumedi nechi ama yeyina ya yenhira na yenya enkoso o Onyankopɔn asɛm emu. Nti onua Shadrach yefra say world religion, what has been your view? Then ebia odibe frɛ say efa world religion wiase mu osom awodo a yewo ewo ye wiase mu ha.
Me da say abusan for me mamu nyina aju ebio. Ye ka say religion is something that ye nyina ya tete ne nim na ya follow for a long time. But I want to quote from a dictionary as to what dictionaries say about religion. Folk and Winnow dictionary say the beliefs, attitudes, emotions, behavior, etc., constituting man's relation with the powers and principles of the universe, especially with a deity or deities. You can't say religion, it has to do with your beliefs, In fact, the eco school, the attack and the beliefs and practices of a society or a people. That is religion.
Right.
It is a world religions. We are talking about religions. These beliefs and practices of people are spreading across the globe. So global beliefs and practices are common that spread across societies on earth and world religions. In fact, that means it is not every religion that you can call, say, a world religion. And when I say it's not every religion, what I mean by that is it's not every belief and practices that you can use the term world religion for it.
Hold on a bit. From the definition that you gave us, so, but in the simplest form for any of our audience to understand, we are talking about beliefs and practices, okay, of a certain group of people, okay. And I say, among these beliefs and practices, it is not every religion that could be described as a world religion.
Exactly.
Wow.
That means we can go ahead. Now, what's your question?
Let me say that means we can have a religion in maybe a particular locality, maybe a wood free. Baby, and I say we are some hunting. You friend world religion.
Yes. It's a world religion. The moment you have friend a world religion, no, naturally say if we are seeing now, there is being practiced. And I say you can spot it on the continent because here we are saying it is made up of land and sea. What I say? It's the part of the land, and a friend continent. So when we say world religion, it means that we can spot it or we can see the practices going on maybe some parts of a friend is saying the continent. Other continent. Okay. That is world religion. It's say practice BB your friend is saying locality society now say before from practices are there no different place and your world religion. A religion, all right, but it's not a world religion. And another thing about your friend be world religion is competitive.
Competitive.
Yes, world religion. It is fighting each other. It's your first religion now. They are competing for your friend is saying followers, and as they are competing for people to come to them. What I say, it's world religion, and they say with a suma who do what we are saying penny right. Into whether they are fighting a friend say emotionally or they are fighting to convince people, they are evangelizing. That could be the word. Evangelizing to get followers. What I say, that becomes a world religion.
Wow. This is an eye opening. So two major things make a particular religion a world religion. That is, if it is practiced internationally, in quotes, for lack of better words, if it is practiced internationally. And the other thing I want to mention is that if it is competing or they are trying to strive in terms of evangelizing more people onto themselves.
Yes, getting more, yes. But you see, before this 20th and 21st century, I can't 20th century, I mean, sure say, what I say, we have to do with the year, your friend saying 1900 and 1900.
Yes.
Eba ni nyina no. 20th century.
The 20th century.
The year 2000. Eba nyina 21st century, right? Now these two centuries, we have seen these religious groups traveling to try to make, your friend is saying, disciples. Some of the religions were not were not evangelizing, they were not competing for souls.
Okay.
But now they are. And question some of them transmoglify themselves.
Hey, what does that mean?
What they try to do is that they try to evangelize, or evangelism simply means trying to win souls or win followers. So they try to win followers using other means other than Omo religion.
Okay.
How do I say? It's, you know, they use certain things to attract people into their religion without they themselves realizing, say, a Omo religion na more practice it.
Okay, to make things clear, can you give us an example? Say a group or a religion is trying to win followers without preaching their doctrine or preaching what they stand for. Can you give us an example?
Example is yoga.
Yoga.
Yoga for exercise. Any meditation. Trying to eat certain food, live healthy, and as yoga no, a religion.
Oh, like seriously?
Oh yes, a religion. But a lot of people don't know what must say. So they enter into yoga. In fact, you have traveled before, Anambwa.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
those people who are watching us or more travel before, they will tell you when you go through international airports. Okay, I pick a plane from Connecticut to Memphis, and a Connecticut airport, you know, a international airport. Now, when you step there, you're going to see, so in fact, in New York, even LaGuardia, your friend is saying, a room, certain rooms are over meditation rooms.
Okay.
Yes. Oko London. I passed through London to Ghana. Omo airport, you see that say airport, you know, omo your room be or how much will be a meditation place for worship, yoga, and this man. Now, they will not necessarily tell you that this is yoga near or some way. But they'll tell you it's meditation, it's a place that you rest, you home, now concentrate on yourself. And look at how the Western world is buying that idea of yoga. What do I say? Now, almost like every place, in fact, even in movies, what do I say? People are practicing yoga.
Yoga.
And so, what is that? It's a religion. It's part of Hinduism. It's a Hindu religion.
Interesting.
What I say?
I'm sure most of our followers are hearing this for the first time because people practice things without getting to know the source and.
Even in Ghana, I'm sure a lot of people are practicing yoga. What do I say? I'll bet I don't know, or exercise, or meditation, or your way. That's a religion, because in Hinduism, one thing they do, and it's one thing they do is to meditate.
Right.
And in their meditation, they believe you try to connect your soul to a supreme soul, and that helps you to move or any problems you move away from it to connect to where the ideal place you're supposed to be. And once you're connecting to that, I will leave all these things behind. That is a form of distressing. You are distressing from the troubles and the bills, so that's why a lot of people, form believes that they can associate with it, and it's easy. It's not, and yes, because some will be because it's just a practice and I trying to keep myself healthy. So you see how they have pushed that to them. And there are other religions that they have pushed them through movies. Yes, movies.
Okay,
And so,
but I think before you go ahead to give those examples, let me ask for the sake of clarity, can you
yeah,
give us some examples generally of religions that are international religions or like world religions
yes,
that are
sir.
known, like you
Yes,
said,
sir.
for the sake of competition and for the sake of it being practiced in different continents?
Yes.
Because from the definition you gave us, then we can have more religions in the world than we even think of. But only few can be world religions.
Yes. In fact, world religions need be a Christianity.
Okay, yes,
So
yes,
Christianity is practiced almost every continent.
right, right.
That is a world religion.
Mm-hmm,
Islam is a world religion.
mm-hmm.
In Africa, we practice it. In Europe, in America, in Southern America, in Northern, they practice it. In Australia, and that is a world religion.
Good.
Hinduism,
Hinduism, yeah,
yes.
we
Hindu,
know.
Esomno, and also a world religion. And
Mm-hmm,
then Buddhism, Buddha
mm-hmm.
Somno,
Buddha.
and also a world religion.
Hmm.
Shintoism
Shintoism,
or
okay.
Shintoism, with my cancer.
Mm.
Shintoism, no, and also a somewhat a free Japan side, and also
Okay.
it's going into
Spread
so many things,
across
and perhaps we'll talk
continent.
about it. And
Okay.
your Confucianism,
Confucianism, yeah.
yes, and also so a world religion. In fact, Judaism,
Judaism, yeah.
yeah, Jew for some no, a
No.
world religion,
Mm.
right?
Is it still
Remember,
being practiced?
come again.
Is it still being practiced, Judaism? Because
Yes,
most
yes,
interesting.
yes. Go to Europe, go to
Mm-hmm.
America, and look at their friend is saying the Jews are more.
Mm.
Any people who have converted to be Jews, that makes it a world religion.
Wow. Wow. I,
And
I
then
guess this session is going to be very, very interesting. Looking at the number of religions
yeah,
that
and
are
also there
concurrent.
was New Age movement,
Okay.
a new style of paganism.
Okay.
Ya polish no.
Mm-hmm.
Or they say abosonsoma ya polish no. And also so your friend saying world religion Libya. In fact, your friend is saying animism.
And
Animism
amazing.
and also Zoroastrianism.
Mm.
And also so a religion
Oh.
religious beliefs are who do be brea so people believing in them and also so yeah they are so in our world. And these are examples of world religions we have said. And I make sure I say these religious beliefs, some of them they come in a form where they try to win people into that kind of religion through other means other than the normal preaching of their beliefs.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Oko, your friend is saying UK, European system, you go to American system, almost all of them, they have what we call religious officers, and I say religious visas.
Mm-hmm.
Are you provided to religious officers? 80 Hinduism for some also for America. There's a special visa for him.
Wow.
Say Church of Christ for some preacher US. There's a special visa for him.
I see.
So this gives you an idea of how they can now connect to each other, and you see people get to know each other through various means. I'm sure, sir, you have traveled, you've gone to different places. Haven't you met people? they have different beliefs other than you.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
The fact that they have not even heard about who believe. No.
Very true. Very true. Very. In fact, I'll share a story as we proceed. That is very true.
That is what we are dealing with. So say, we have a lot of Indians in Ghana. What must I say? And they are practicing their Hinduism and some of them Buddhism in Ghana.
Right.
What must I say? We have Islam in Ghana. We have Christianity in Ghana.
Yeah.
Now, other religious beliefs, they are all migrating. They will come. And that is why it is important for to know and arm ourselves to be able to defend the faith that we are in as Christians. It's, so one and let me tell you, by virtue of social media, you are connected to a lot of different people different beliefs. So the world is first near global village. When technology started, computer started, it's a global village. I don't think it's any longer global village. Now I think it's global street.
We're on the same path.
Yes, I believe that we are no longer in global village. We are in global streets, in the sense that you can go to social media and you'll be seeing things live, normal life, and live and colored, live on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook, and Instagram, and the rest. So as I say, so the more we connect to people outside our world, the more we are exposed to their religious beliefs that we can perhaps adopt. They can convert us, or we will convert them.
Yeah.
So it becomes necessary, say, we study these world religions and then understand what is going on in other places. Yeah.
Okay. So if I would want to wrap up on just what we talked about, and when you say topic we osuma wodo wo ye wiase mu efrise and ye wiase na ye wo mu no akaya bom wo kwan bebre so enam sa internet abefo computer nyama nti sisi abe ba ko wo kwan bebre so utumi tena Ghana ehwe ne ekoso wo India ehwe ne ekoso wo Japan na se de yenim se osom no ekoso wo sa mbia wodo bebre bia na enyama bi influence wo decision and wo actions bi nti yeti ye osumi yase na yeti omoso nyomo ye no asene eboyen ma ye den itumi ekra ye gidie. That is very, very good to know. But going on, say how is man connected to religion? How is man connected to religion?
Man, Henry, man is a religious being. Human beings, Ankasa, every human being is incurably religious. Whether he likes it or not, he is religious. The mechanism that makes up a person, a human being, makes him a religious person.
Which is
every human being look up to something bigger and powerful than him to help him.
That's true.
What must I say? Every human being he is looking up to Obia Nehodin or be protecting. He is looking up to Obia or Suche he can put his trust in him, say, or be rely on the person to protect him or to help him in times of needs. So human beings are, in fact, may sure say you would like to find out how are we going to know, say, human beings are incurably religious.
Yes, I was coming to that.
Archaeology will tell you. Look at the discoveries or more discover. Go into archaeological world and try to look at Facebook, look at archaeological discoveries from centuries to centuries, and find out what are they discovering. They are discovering people who writing things that have to do with how they worship their God. They are discovering designs about how people worship God or their kind of God somewhere. At every point in time, the discoveries, the writings of people, and say, people have, in fact, anthropologists, the study of human behavior, will tell you, say, people at every part of the world, they have some kind of religious thing that they do. In fact, tell me where they don't have religious beliefs. Now there are people who are going to argue with me, Henry, and say, well, Shadrach, what about the 80s? The 80s, they don't believe in any God, any other. Now, listen, Henry, not believing in God is also a belief.
Not believing in God
is also a belief.
Is in itself a system of belief. Wow.
Yes.
That's true.
You see, when you don't believe in God, it means that you have a belief that there's no God. So that is your belief. And another person
makes it a religion.
Yes. Oh, because you see, religion, no. Belief and what?
Belief and
practices. And because you don't believe in God, you don't go to church. So on Sundays, football.
So the practices is now being influenced on what
exactly. It is your belief that influences whatever you do in this world.
So dear followers, if you are really paying attention, it's been established as a fact that man is incurably a religious being.
Yes.
And also, by emphasis, we also want to state that atheism in itself is religion, because they are holding on to a system of belief that help them to practice the things that they are practicing. So, like Brother Shadrach has said, not believing in God in itself is a belief, and that makes it a religion. Thank you very much.
Yes. In fact, a society like the Russian society and the Soviet Union near there, in the past, the communists near there.
The communist countries.
Yes. Yeah, that's where atheism was on the highest level. But they believe in a form of religion. Okay. Now, there's a disparity between communist societies in China and communist society in Russia. What is the difference? In China, they believe that he's a supreme being. Now, let me recommend this book to people. There's a book written by Stephen Neil. Stephen Neil, Neil. Neil. And Stephen wrote about the travel of Christianity.
Okay.
And he talked about how Christianity went to China. In fact, in somewhere the ages of 600 AD 600 to AD 1000, the whole of China was a Christian religious nation. What do you say? Yes, it was practiced. And then there was a FIFO leader. And one guy realized that, ultimately convincing the Chinese people, say, the Christians, they have come to kind of convince them to become their slaves. They should not believe in Christian system. They should all go back to Omo. He will win the votes of the people. He will become their leader. So he used that tactics. or really, you know, and all the pump Christianity free China. Hold my say, China as a land, you know, has been Christian nation before. It's just like nations like Germany, France, and other places. They behave like the Christianity, no, they are fighting Christianity. And sorry, oh, you know, but Sir Saint Benedict, Nelson, one, but Ghana for the
Davi.
if you want to buy,
Yeah.
so the point is that religion is a belief, and they keep changing depending on how the people want to behave. And so, once the people are not conforming to certain practices, they will be choosing other practices, and that becomes their religion. It will be intimate kind of say atheism any religion. Maybe I don't practice any religion. In fact, the funny crowd say a lot of Ghanaians, musicians, celebrities, or say, me, I am not a religious person. No, or practice yoga. Because and also free Hinduism, meanwhile, so that's so the people, a lot of people are ignorant about it, and they practice some of these things, not even realizing say they are people who are going to worship something, whether they like it or not. Others over in traditional societies more. Over kwakoto abosom ahodo ne akonfo ahodo. Question is who free in the buy. I do not know. I don't have information to be able to tell you all of them say way free, how way free. But yet abosom ni din. Over me fie e wa fiyase a. Say anano me no ko.
Yeah.
Good. Now abosom na oduru efie na animo na esisi wo no. Efie abosom no. Efiyase e wona eda ni bia wo fiyase. Oduma say efri in the buy. Adentina eni efie bia mu na ye efie o na esisi. To go bina ko peja buy. What Brekuneda? What efie kwaku free? What I say? What abosom e wo Volta ne other places. I'm going to find out the genesis of how they all came into existence.
Yeah.
It's, people worship or believe in something, and then they kind of direct their practices. It is a Drew, your friend saying, Kwesiada na overcorner Kumase, ahimfubi say, and then pie, and then near the we are. They are there because of the belief in the practices. Adriano obedi atare obeshana eden assassin. But just what I say. In fact, religious beliefs also shape your language.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And someone can. In fact, let me take you for example. We are Christian, the two of us.
True.
Now, the words I will can, any conversations I will have, any thoughts about dream, any I don't know, are they shaped by who believes as a Christian or not?
Definitely, they are.
They are. So just as a Christian, no, there are certain things shaping your thoughts and your conversations. I hold on. I wouldn't be because I don't know me Christian intimate can't be say. What do I say? Form part of religion. It is obviously or ye atheist that or no nyaminia or ye niema bia or ye because
on nyamindi
or nyin bibi ni na bibia kasa kire nse de o ye no onjai anaso onkosonye. So what I say. So they believe in social life and your friends saying helping one another, humanity in peace, unity near it. That is also a belief.
Mm.
Oh, Oba believe in sociology. One of the guys sociology, untimin can sociology now in film. Karl Marx.
Karl Marx, yeah.
Karl Marx can say or say religion is the opium of the masses.
Religion is the opium of the masses.
Of the
Not
masses.
fashion.
Opium, duro, what they share ukromu ema ya no eba form. In fact, example of opium, tramadol.
Good.
Onum tramadol na wuti wo pains mu a ebejai.
Bejai.
And say I mean say akonkon I say me sonson no kakra akre. Time na me wo severe pain wa mintimi maso nya hwe no. Edu am de ma me they say a friend director. In fact me ko hwe no tramadol.
Oh, okay.
Na me no a na me pains ni nyina ko na ayira te say de me ni pains bem ne boy na dey ne boy me. You see the point in say Karl Marx believes say those people are the rich, those people in leadership, those people in those high levels, almost the religion, woman slaves and woman subordinates, so that they believe in a world outside this world. It's we a slave, na say who chirewa. And the obedient say, after all, this world is not our home. We are just a passing through. Our treasures laid up somewhere beyond the hills. So I say, ATM, say who chirewa nya hwe with the wakati a wosoro. Karl Marx believes say they are using religion to try and do what? And convince people to tame them so that they can keep controlling people. What must I say? And in a way, it's true when it comes to how the British use religion to convince slaves and carry them to sell them in Europe and in America. What I say, these are things that so because someone doesn't believe in those things, and also form the thought and then the writings against religion. You'll be right to say Karl Marx then becomes an atheist. Because of believe say among for you see religion, or the bagana.
Yes.
Don't we have a lot of late educated people? One fee say as a prophet or Ghana ha ama no Christosomumpo.
Very true. Very true.
What must say? Any onyinyamini. And yes, an onyinyamini onyinibano. But because of what has happened, these are things that a shape among four beliefs, any behavior. And sometimes it moves people to migrate from one religion to another. In our discussion going forward, we will get to see, there are beliefs and practices that people are having. We will get to understand why they behave that way in their society as a result of the belief system they hold. It's India. Why do they behave the way they behave?
Me too.
I don't think I hear Indian movies are omoto jum diasa anemo. Over say, oh, say no, they're a movie. No. That's their real life. Because they can't a movie in abstract from the society. You have to make a movie to fit what they behave, what society behaves. What must I say? 80 Indian movies are. You see the way they do things. And I was talking about how they use these means to transport their religion into other parts of the world. Sometimes it's through movies.
Okay, I think that example is very clear and well understood, especially in the line of the India side. But like you were wrapping up, what make key a very profound clarity say, religion actually shape the thought. That means religion has the power to influence people's thought, their action, their speech, their writings, and I think would you conclude, religion has really become or formed part of society, people's society. So, we are going forward, yet me for all the word religion that we mention here, a bit me say why people practice and behave the way they behave in their society, and we'll get to appreciate the religion. Okay, so I think you started mentioning about 8 different types of world religions that are I think it will be of major interest. Say, so, can we proceed and zoom into Hinduism? What composite Hinduism? I think, like you have mentioned, say Hinduism there India also. But are there anything that categorize these people, and what makes Hinduism so special?
Me that say. In fact, Hinduism, Henry, Hinduism can be said is one of the confused religious beliefs in the world.
Oh, really confused?
Because it is difficult to really totally understand Hinduism.
Okay.
Yes. And it is the oldest religion in the whole world.
I see.
As at now, Hinduism is the oldest religion. And there are a lot that we will talk about as we discuss Hinduism. Now, so far Hinduism, in fact, as it stands now, India, how many people in the world? In fact, India, as we speak, is the largest country or the population in the whole world.
Yeah.
China. So India for about 1.5 billion people or 1.6 billion people as at the
Okay.
And about 1.2 or 3 billion of them are into Hinduism.
Wow.
What must I say? Hinduism, no, it's huge. It's huge. Now, imagine a religion over 1 billion people ADHD. In fact, say 1 billion people. Say here we are saying how many people in our world?
A little over 8 billion.
Good. And 1 billion. Hinduism. How do you see that?
That is huge.
It's not something that is profound.
It is.
Good. So Hinduism, a world religion. Now, it is growing all over the world. Now, Hinduism is said that Osho believes and practices are. It comes in a whole, and then guys is kind of confused. Religious belief. In fact, Ibetimaka say Hinduism is a family of religions.
Hinduism is a family of religions.
Yes. Hinduism.
Oh, so in a way that explains why you have said earlier on, say it's actually a confused or a complex religion.
Yes. You see, Hinduism is a family of religion because we have people who don't believe in God at all.
That is atheist.
Yes. You're Hindu for Hindu religion. You're those people who are inner. They don't believe in God at all.
Whoa. How do you describe such people?
Only Hindus, but they don't believe that there's a God.
Hinduistic atheist.
And what Hindus are, they believe in pantheism.
Okay.
Pantheism, should I say? They believe say everything is God.
Everything is God. Okay.
So there's God in everything.
Oh, okay.
So me tablet here. There could be a God in it. What must say? There could be a God in it. What must say? Sa Ojwan bi na nam ho a, there could be a God in Sa Ojwan no. What must say? That is pantheism. God in everything.
And they are still Hindus.
Yes, they are Hindus.
Mm.
In omo worship, no, they see everything be as a God.
Okay. Okay.
It wakoto wo da ne dem on pam no na wonku no.
Nyame wom.
Because ebiana nyame ebi wom. What I say? Okobon tuntum kuno a. Just on a side note. Ohunu say wakoye ade bi a ense say koye dey. Oh yeah. Because believe say there's a God, there could be a God in that and tontom no. Say that is the seriousness of Hinduism. And then they believe in polytheism.
Okay.
So many gods. And a Hindu for no beings who believe in monotheism. They come monotheism now. Actually say believing that there is only one God. A Christopher, we believe in only one God. True of us.
True.
It's polytheism, pantheism, monotheism. Ning now find themselves in Hinduism. Is it not a confused religion?
It is. It is. In fact, I've been meaning to ask how do they then unite, since there's that faction of beliefs that all comes together under that same major religion.
Yes. So the point is that the religion, it's the practices and the beliefs and the system of faith vary. In fact, Oko India, among the Hindus, it is believed that they are about, as at somewhere in the year 2005, they had about 33 million gods.
33 million.
Yes. It is a say I can say there over 50 million gods.
That is close to Ghana's population.
Yes. Yes, it's they, in fact, so during the time of COVID, it was said in the streets of India, a lot of people threw away their gods.
Right. Oh, okay.
Because they thought, or more disappointed, they couldn't save them.
Yeah.
In fact, Oko India, there are factories who manufacture gods.
Wow.
In fact, okay, we because hey, really, where they Ghana have wouldn't say what places manufacture gods.
Me adwen akọ
Kwahwea a mo carve woos ne ade no.
exactly.
Amosonsomfo no a omo akomfo ne yi no. Ehin na omkoto omunua na omde abosom ne ade no. Ehemfa. Enye hwea ne baby e carve woos no omko koye say.
Yes, animal. Yeah.
Yes. It is oko India no omsoso nya me ye elephant bi ene obi a ono so wo ho na nyame bi a wo design no a. What's the difference? I'm trying to let you see what religion can do to people, especially when it becomes a false religion. And you know, I know we're going to zoom into Hinduism, but I just wanted you to see the picture of Hinduism. Now, Hinduism could have several beliefs, but one of them was say they believe in a universal soul.
They believe in universal soul.
So, Hindu folk believe in what they call Brahma.
Okay.
That Brahma no enye nipa. And enye nyame keke. It is more like a universal God. Now, what the Hindus believe in say, onipa bi a wote asase so bia no, you are here for a purpose. It omu believe ni you. In Indians, in fact, my main can say so that people get to understand. You hear me using India because the name Hindu, any Indiano, is almost the same.
Yeah.
Now, idea and say their name Nankasa was Sindhu, and as a Sindhu. Now, Sindhu no, na a river.
Okay.
So, a nipa river nechi, and I'm fancy from the Sindhus.
Okay.
But Greek for no, a Persians are more travel to India. Okay, and you are me map. Persia for more travel to India. No, you can't Persia for. We are talking about those in Iran. Say present day Iran. They will cross the river and go to the India side. No, na omuntimi pronounce it dino. It almost swapo H ne S no. It is Sindhu no. Ebe ye Hindu.
Oh, okay.
And Greek for no. Greeks. One so Alexander the Great so travel you know. Greek ye ni H ewo Greek mo. We will be a Western Greek. You know say there's no H. It is all person who can H ewo Greek mo a sign be a breath mark. You can breath mark I it is apostrophe ne command musano I was so. It's a true word before near this breath mark no to her. A child say, "Oh, can't for H."
For sure.
What I say? When they also saw the name Hindu now, Omuni H or then they started calling it India because your friend is saying, H the flu in, and then the deer. So they kind of gave the name India.
India.
Into India and your friend saying Hindu no, more like a society, a group of people. And those group, the group of people that group no had a belief system. It's almost belief system no is what we call Hinduism. It's almost practicing Hinduism nankasa no. They don't agree on the name of their religion.
Oh, okay. Okay, because of the transition now, go through.
So some of them believe say no, we are. So they use certain names to describe their beliefs. But over here, our belief system, no, and over the practice of Hinduism, there's no difference. So it's still Hinduism.
Okay.
So that's the first thing I saw. So the second thing say they believe in Brahma, one supreme soul, and their belief they say obi biara wo wiase no Henry ahampese otie ne pa tie fo ntie asem ye mame obi biara wo wiase no your best shot, your best aim in this one, in fact, the overall aim is to get in touch with Brahma.
Oh, okay. So, like you have said, the Brahma is the supreme being, is the universal soul.
The supreme soul of Hinduism.
Of Hinduism.
So, life in this life is to connect with Brahma.
Okay. Okay.
But to be able to connect with Brahma, no, you have to exit the cycle of the world.
Okay.
And that brings us to another belief of the Hindus. They believe in cycle of life.
Okay.
They believe in reincarnation.
Oh, okay.
So the Hindus believe, say, Henry Awoka say, no, you have existed before in this world.
And I have come back again.
And you have come back.
Mm.
So wherever you find yourself, so you're here near, it is because of life our born first, and I resort to into here as I say woman.
Interest. Well, I think by the term
we position in the world is as a result of what former life we live here. Into reincarnation, you know, it gave you your reward.
Oh, okay.
And that is where the idea of karma, everybody.
Okay. Okay. So can you state this last three set of beliefs again? They believe in cycle, they believe in reincarnation, and they believe in the law of karma.
Yes. Interesting. Omo believe ne say obi biara owo wiase mu ha no. Baby a wo no. As a result of and they believe in about 4 levels of life cycles.
Okay.
In fact, the Hindus believe say this life for a woman say is the last, is the fourth.
Okay.
So there has been the first, the second, the third. The woman say the fourth, which means that obi biara will exist, whether you are a tree, whether you are an animal, whether you are a human being, it's as a result of first cycle, second cycle, third cycle. And I'll give you the third cycle. And each cycle is billions of years or millions of years.
Oh, okay.
And to say, no, say we are ohene. It is because of a cycle life or what live in your previous way, no. And I'm our bay ohene. And every Hindu, a Yibiano, believer Biano, a train say, Enka or qua ni so no free ni mua. Enka onye reincarnated and some mass as isubu. Enka obey united with Brahma, the supreme being.
But just a bit of clarity. Did you just say they believe in this 4 cycle, and each of these cycles is about billions of years?
Yes, they believe in that.
And okay, so that means they believe that the earth or the world is as older than we know it to be as Christians.
Yes, so you see, they believe that there have been different lives before even this world.
Okay.
So as I say, what is the caste system in India?
Mate.
So the caste system of India, they say, there were levels of what? Society, status. It's what? We are poor, no, you can't go and marry a rich person.
Yes,
because we are poor, a punishment from the gods.
Okay.
Enti o previous life no boni awudi ye nti no. And ama wa be poor in this life. So if we allow you to go and marry a rich person, it's like we have allowed the person to dodge the gods. The punishment of the gods, no,
you have escaped it.
You have escaped it. And yam ma kwan ma won travel me worry osikani to your hiania o hiani na obe and now your hiani na wo a oba no nso so no e twa so your hiani because ono nso ye a reincarnated bibia waba me o hiani na wo no
whether he likes it or not
e twa so ho because more like a punishment. Now they believe say if everybody so you're here be in here or your bar be or bar or your bema be or bema, if everybody stay in his lane, there will be peace in this world.
That's what they believe.
That's what they believe. Now let me bring you to why I mentioned yoga.
Okay.
The word yoga no is from an Indian word actually unite.
Okay.
Or union. Now, in my discussion, my country say they Hindus believe say a recycle of life, a cycle. Who go through cycle no sa na ohonhom na move awura before from na sa back. Now, so 3 ye na odie no ohonhom no move na say ama back na akọ with Brahma. Brahma, a to Brahma, and I say, on some a formal part of this world view.
Okay.
80 every Hindu Bianum Paya Wobon say, or be connected with Brahma. And that idea, no, is the meditation trying to spiritually connect with Brahma. So you meditate. Trying to kind of find Brahma into Ubakonana Otodi Wajai Bankuno Jene Fufu Drenjene Wachewa Drenjene Sikawa Drenjeno trying to connect with Brahma. So to me, yes, I don't know Biana Ebasa Wua Brahma Ninimno into a picking his soul, rather than letting him come through the cycle again. That is where yoga came from.
Oh, okay.
And you can't tell me so you're yoga. Nanso, unbelievable in any God.
So basically, what you are making us understand is that the purpose of yoga, as we know, the primary element of it is meditation. And according to Hinduism, you meditate to connect with their supreme being, which is Brahma.
The word itself, yoga, is from the Hindus' belief. Actually, union with the God.
With their supreme God, Brahma. Okay.
Enti, me born tofa kakra edi kan in fact, you remember other things so. But me born tofa actually, you get to see, say, Henry, Hindus, so many books. There's no specific to say the Christopher Bible, not Islam for Quran. No. Yes. Hindus so many books. Now, books,
Okay.
Yeah, will be a curses.
Curses.
Yes. Yeah, curse will be. Okay. And in that book, there's also counter curses.
Okay.
Into obi kese wa na wakọ no mo ama counter case. Now say what share pragia I'm no friend simple kungu baja na kungu baji.
Kungu baji.
O ukomu ade na no mo ye. Me kwa akọbọ mpaye. Na ayi muso bi afiri abiso ayi muso afiri me pragia so ama me. Na wakwegyina so na omo afufuto ene ye de ben day ni nyina ya bosonsom a not abosonsom to say in a sense of Indian, but it has to do with Hinduism. And they believe in some form of gods. Into those especially Yenuano Mana almost share those movies any telenovelas, you know. You will connect, you will see these things American ones and say they will mention certain kinds of gods. Medical culture, they have over 33 million gods. So Hindu we are going to see a whole lot of things under Hinduism. Ebia yebetimesua na abua wa for me sure say time no is going and going and going, but mamenka way na fancy say there is no specific founder of Hinduism.
Okay.
Say about Christianity, you say Jesus is our founder.
Yes.
Hinduism and Tessa.
There is no major founder.
There is no founder. And Salam Khan is a family of religions. She said, Obi a believe she kura utimbe ye Hindu ni. So yeah. They have books for songs. You talk Eddie Eji your books for weddings, for funeral, for naming ceremonies. On Masi, your books for war and tokwa any other. Ain't some of the books, you know, a counter book. To can me. I don't believe in the Wemo canon and no much. None so be part of Omusu books.
Okay.
Imagine a religion where someone believes that God is in everything.
Yeah.
And in that same religion, someone believes that there's only one God. And in that same religion, someone believes that there's multiples of God. And that same religion, someone believes that there's no God. There are several books and counter books. Maybe next week,
I think it's been very interesting.
Doctrines and beliefs.
I think it's been very, very interesting and eye-opening. Me assure me followers, you know, so it's been an opportunity. To me, it's world religion in general and specifically on Hinduism. I don't know. We will get into our comment section. If there are a few questions that are coming in, we will put it across. Now, I share a bit me help your followers for today. But like you did mention something about the caste system in Hinduism, and I want you to take it back again for the purpose of clarity. Where you mentioned, say, there are about 4 caste systems. If we can get those 4 of those caste systems, now Yashenia, a bit me like you said, maybe next week, you know, you better share some of the contrasts we can make from Hinduism and the Christian worship. Now, Abua Yentia say, oh, ye Christos sum. Share your comment section on share Omamu share a free and be our door be now. Okay, Yenya Patrick K. Abe, who says he's watching live from Ashanti Bekwai. Thank you, Patrick. Continue to share the link to friends and family so that we all get to benefit. Isaac Mieza, also watching live. Thank you for watching and staying tuned with us. We also have, who else? Okay. We have our sister Beatrice Buama watching you live from New York. God bless you all. God bless you too, Sister Beatrice. Greetings from Central Church of Christ. Kindly pray for the mission work in India through us too. Thank you very much. We will continue to remember you in prayers. Thank you for the good work. Yvonne AJ watching you live. Thank you, Yvonne. Continue to share our link to everyone. Keep up the good work from our brother Desmond. Okay, so I don't think we have any question. Our brother Samuel is watching us live from Sunyani in Suatra. Okay, so brother Shadrach, you've highlighted on a number of things that are eye-opening on the caste system. Now, can you say something brief about it before we bring our session today to a close?
Yeah. Well, the caste system, no idea ni nyina ne say every human being biano eye obia or exist as a result of the life or live in the previous cycle na eti uwa uso no free mu na akoshe bibi mu. And so they believe that there is a soul in the tree, there is a soul in animals. Unse Christianity believe say only humans have souls.
Sorry for cutting you short, but since Umeki they believe that they are in the last cycle. Okay, yeah. The life cycle. Now, should somebody or should a particular soul, as they believe, can be in a stone, can be in a tree, can these elements continue to meditate and still find that union they can have with Brahma?
So the point is say, life or we live in is saying, if you become so, your friend saying, demonic, in terms of so we are the boy nipa of our time.
Yes.
The likelihood say, uwa over dane rock no high.
High.
Now okoya rocker. Say yamau or final destination.
Oh, okay.
Because rock emu etahoda.
Yeah.
But when your opportunity be a tree, you better make then your soul will move and go through the cycle again. Maybe another this time round, no, attaining what free tree to become a man.
A man.
And Tina Hindu phone believe we say don't go and do something bad to any natural thing. Because for all you know, a own or grandfather.
Interesting.
What I say, especially they believe in cow. Said Nanchi, one of the gods. It is a sacred animal in India. So hardly will you see a Hindu person eating a cow. Because or believe we say be a cow now or no, be an nabi, yes sacred. And you know the cycle is like that. But when it comes to the human side, when it comes to the human side of cycle, no more say maybe when you were on earth, no, by virtue of reincarnation and karma, you have become a mere laborer.
Okay.
Shudra or not Shudras.
Okay.
It's a caste system. Time was could use a caste system.
Yes.
In India, they were one way from the manual laborers.
Okay. So the first caste system is, or we have the laborers.
They have the laborers. Then we have way from the artisans. Any trade a form. Way the Vahayas, you know, and Aveshias, you know.
Okay.
And you want rulers and administrators and warriors, you know.
Okay.
I know you Kshatriyas, you know.
Okay.
And you want the Brahmins, you know. Brahmins, you know, more like those who are priests and those who are academically high.
Right. Okay.
What must I say? And you want all more. They are not within the system, no crown. They are from one to baby. And they are from the untouchables, you know.
The untouchables.
Untouchables, you know. How many street cleaners, nay? Okay. And they believe say we a manual laborer who are down. Now bo abrabo ye we ni papa. Oh now kwa babie wa o cycle no sa ba because of Papa Oye, you know, you will move up. What am I say? It's the pyramid now, you move up. Now I kosoro kakra.
Okay.
But what's as is there? Yam prema who move entwamu o cast no.
Yeah.
What am I say? So these are things that people need to understand. Say they believe strongly in karma. It will be to preacher be any church members be and a Christophobia unbelieve so much in karma. Onim say Hinduism no. It's that person no. Shadio, he believes in a supreme God.
Yeah.
He believes that should be yes about the final kosoro mewana. That is uniting with Brahma.
Yeah.
And we believe say karma or how we are bonia unyame bede.
Edi boni beti oka.
Edi oboni beti hoka. Iti karma. What any Hindu near. So it is easy for other religions
to be
infuse into Hinduism quickly.
Yeah.
Over Islam, they believe in Allah. And they believe that actually Allah will take them to paradise to unite with them.
Yeah.
You see that same idea of Hinduism?
Yes.
And they believe say, Oya Bonia, Onyango Pombede, Allah Betia Osoka. That is karma.
Yeah.
So there are certain aspects on beliefs of Hinduism. You will not see, for example, say, or can reincarnation, as I say, Islam ni and Christian bedouin say, o wukwa that ebi or beba obe kutre, and as oba he elephant. What I say? But Hindus believe in those things. I'm going say, so when you're careful, we are Christian idiot, but one far armor, there's some non guide the war. While Brabo, anyone Jane will see a wood trimmer. Over now, Hindu Nina on
Thank you very much. Yeah, yes, thank you. And that's it. Any other for your Damasipa say in Bray. In fact, in Commonaya de Pa, in but I think say. Nyama bebree na yesua enkankara ne yenua Shadrach etwe adwen ekos no wan hwe yi a na wo beliefs bi ene wo practice bi esse Hindu, and that is the more reason why we need to study some of these issues and align them to what the scriptures is saying, so that we know the faith that we are holding and we know how well we are pleasing our God. Thank you so much for joining us today. We will continue to entreat you to share this link, share our platform to all friends and family who need this message, so that we can grow together. Till we meet again, see you next Thursday, 7 p.m. God richly bless you. Bye-bye.